What do we got? We got Queen Rat. Oh, ooh, look at that. That's a, whoa, that's a cool weapon. I like it. I dig it. I dig your mog. I know the helmet doesn't really match Paladin aesthetic, but I like it. We got Rosette as well. Wait, is that elite set? That is elite set. We got Rosette. Oh, I like that glove from Legion. Looks so cool. Then we got Scalu. Oh, I am impressed by the mogs. Look at that. Hook hand. Stony. Rocket is regular set. And Zachary as Unholy. Versus Alexinius. Oh, even got it. I like the mog. It's really simple. Binus, Cinderella, Mav. Who's going to first and Ruin. That's going to be Mav up first versus Scalawag. As always, guys, good luck and have fun. Be out of stealth unless you're dueling. Be out of feral form unless you're dueling. Pally, keep your buffs to yourself. Warrior buff is fine. If Warrior wants to buff everybody, that's fine. That's part of the raid buffs. We allow Mage buff, Priest buff, Warrior buff, Block Hellstones, Mage food. We allow all those. Mav just go Bear from. He's an Outlaw rogue. That is a good idea. He is an Outlaw rogue. He's not going to do much while you're in Bear. I'm spoiling my secrets, but Feral Druid sitting in Bear, not a lot an Outlaw rogue can do. But then again, a Feral Druid sitting in Bear, not a lot of Feral Druid can do. So it's an interesting way. He is going to pick up the eyes while in Bear, getting sapped up. Scalawag going to open up, generate some calm points off the bat. What buffs does he have? Shark buff, going to go for a stun, but that's going to be Thorns. It's going to be Thorn in his side. With that big defensive, going to get a heal rolling right now, letting the shark buff stay. Did DR Mav badly. Mav is going up for some damage, not going to go for an Incarn just yet. And that's going to be some big damage coming out for big defensive coming out for Scalawag. Goku Shadow's AM parry up, gets a stun into Mav into a killing spree to follow. Mav's health hasn't gotten all the bad yet. Looks like Mav is still a little bit of advantage. And it gets a nice little big old bite, what looks like, onto Scalawag. Wall coming out right now, and Scalawag is going to bail out of there. He's going to try to go for a resell. Going to get a second heal rolling right now. Trying to catch a resell. Is going to get found out by the Feral. Trick inside of it immediately. He's going to go for a Vanish. Cheap shot open onto Mav. Mav trick inside of it. Thorns are up. He could go for a blind right now. Is hitting into Thorns. Is that a good idea? Dropping himself low in health. Not sure what happened. But he is dead. And Stoney's up next. I'm not sure whose trinket that was. We saw that what is it, Maledek trinket go off, the shadow one. But I don't know whose it was. Scalawag blinded and then he trinketed him, which will make the blind, I think. But it's gonna be Stoney getting opened up by Mav. Mav doesn't have any way out of this. It's gonna be a full stun by Stoney into big old wings, and Stoney's just trying to pummel the damage into him. Mav is gonna be able to get a big old bite into Stoney. Stun coming in as he goes for the big Incarn damage. Or is that Berserk? I think he doesn't roll Incarn. I think it's Berserk with the big Thorns up and running. But Mav, without a wall, Stoney is able to obliterate him with all that holy damage. Whoever said red pallies are nerfed. Stoney just obliterated Feral. Up next is going to be Binus. Stoney doesn't have his Shield of Vengeance for a bit. Did he Shield of Vengeance on Mav? I think that's what might have happened, actually. Still has Bubble available. Is going to go for the short wings, or is that the real wings right now? I think the other wings were the short wings. Let's go. Binus getting a fear into Stoney. He's just teabagging the ground. While in camera, just teabagging. He's like, I gotta wait it out, man. I gotta wait it out. Stoney is gonna mount up. Might just have to mount up after him. Stoney is gonna get out there, trying to get regeneration for resources. Chicken coming in for Binus immediately. Stun coming into Stoney. Gonna get a slow into the Pala as he's gonna get a Hand of Freedom rolling. And Stoney's just waiting for Binus. Just running in circles. Wants to generate resources. Wants to wait out for cooldowns, man. Wants to wait out for a Hodge, but Binus is getting the slow. It's going to be a big slow by Stoney. As eye for an eye rolls out, Binus is going to have to find a way to deal with this. Wants to do damage into Stoney, but decided, you know what, I'm going to slow. I'm going to charge, heal off you. I'm going to do some damage. Big Dragon Roar, eye for an eye is down, so Binus has the opportunity to go for some damage. Is going to get a stun on Stoney before Stoney can run away. And that's going to be a big old bop. Binus is going to go for a heal right now. Big defensive as he's getting a hot job by Stoney with wings. Might be a good idea. Is Bob going to be down so he can get a heal? Can go for maybe one heal. I think that's exactly what happened. Stoney's not going to be able to deal with this for a while. Binus is going to get a big old charge heal. And going to go for damage. Stoney is actually going to run away from this damage. Big leap and fear on top of Stoney. As Binus just walking to him very slowly. Going to get a slowdown coming up. That's going to be Shield of Vengeance for Stoney with big old wings again. Binus has to find a way to deal with this. Is going to go for a stun on Stoney. Wants to pop those shield. Hodge coming down. Stoney's just going to do some damage into Binus while wings are up for a little bit. Binus needs to find a way to either deal with Stoney or Runaway is going to get a slow into Stony as Hand of Freedom is going to come out. Shield of Vengeance is down. So Binance could go for some damage as Execution Sentence is going to hit him on the head. Still in a bad spot. Waiting out the Execution Sentence right now. Wants to get a charge heal into Stony. 100% wants to do that. Is going to get himself... Oh my god, just got obliterated by Stony though. At the very end. At the very end of the swing, just executed completely. And up next is going to be Cinderella. Going to go for big damage to Stony. Stony's going to have to deal with his Incorn. Big bites coming out as thorns are up. Wall coming down for Cinderella. Bubble might have to come out for Stony. Oh my god, he died to those dots. He kept hitting into a Feral while his thorns are up. Sure, just spent a global to Bubble. Got greedy with his globals and down he goes, but played really, really well. Cinderella is going to go for a resell as Quinrat is going to take over. Another Paladin to another Paladin. Out of the frying pan into the kitchen. Gonna hit Cinderella with a Judgment, stopping Cinderella's opener though. Cinderella's gonna have to find a way to deal with this Paladin. He's gonna go for a bash right now. It's just gonna have to sit here and take the damage. Gonna get out of it. Root coming out. He's gonna go for a heal. Actually, Cinderella tried to interrupt it. Not gonna happen. Flashlights are coming out for free for Quinrat. Free flashlights back to back. Trying to do some damage to Cinderella. Trying to generate some resources. Stun coming out. No chicken available for Cinderella. Cinderella's just gonna have to take all of this damage right now with those swings. Big damage coming out back to back. Pre-wall on this with thorns are up. Gonna get a huge heal. And Quinrat is just gonna have to go for flashlights. 50% dampening setting in as Cinderella is trying to find a way to deal with this Paladin. Can he do it though? Both of these guys are gonna have to go for massive heals. And Quinrat is just gonna go for another set of eyes maybe? Yeah, he's gonna go for another set of eyes. Cinderella is not going to be able to land that opener. Wanted to really badly, not going to be able to though. Still trying to find a way to deal with Quinrat. Quinrat is able to heal himself a little bit, so is Cinderella, just keeping himself stopped off. Quinrat hasn't popped a single defensive quite yet. Shield of Vengeance still up. Chicken coming down onto that bash though. Is Quinrat gonna get Cinderella locked down? Cinderella has no health available, no wall available. If Quinrat goes for a full Hodge right now, is gonna go for a full Hodge. Wings coming out. Can he go bursting down through Cinderella right now? Big holy damage takes out the Feral. Hasn't popped any single major cooldowns, but he's still hanging. And up next is going to be a Rogue getting a full stun into Quinrat. Is that going to be Shield of Vengeance coming up? Maybe a Bop, maybe a Bubble, maybe anything. As Alex is... Oh no, it's not Alex. As Ruin is going to go for a full Vendetta playstyle. Big evasion coming out of the Rogue right now, and Quinrat is dropping in health. He's going to get a shield available with his Trinket though. But he's going to get burned through so quickly. If Ruin can kick him on Flashlight, no! Ruin is so far away, he could go for a Flashlight kick and end Quinrat in a single Envenom. But it's not going to be able to do that. Denied himself that opportunity. But he's going to reset for a little bit. Going to get a sap into Quinrat. Wants to force out defensives on him. Slowly but surely. Marfa the Kid into fall. Going to get some big bleeds rolling. Shield of Vengeance coming down. Stun coming into Ruin. He's going to get out of it. Blind coming into Quinrat. Interesting choice. Is going to go for a full reset. Quinrat still holding on to a Bop and a Bubble. Trinket available in about 40 seconds or so. Flashlights are coming out. Stopping in that. Cheap shot to follow as a fully DR'd stun coming out. Ruin is going to go for some big damage. Quinrat is going to try to get away with the Hand of Freedom. Can Ruin catch up? If he can interrupt a flashlight, he might be able to. Nope, Ruin is going to be slowed. He's going to try to go behind the other pillar. Good shadow step onto Quinrat though as he pokes out of the corner. Quinrat might have to go pop a defensive as a Marfa and Venom almost obliterated him just in that single setup. That's going to be advantage out of Ruin. If he goes onto Quinrat right now, while 4 Barons are up with 29% dampen, he could end them. Toxic Blade coming up very, very soon. Could go for a setup. Go road into a cheap shot into a Kidney on top of that. Trinket available for Quinrat very, very soon. Not sure he should have gone for Kidney that early. There's going to be a full Hodge coming in. Is Ruin going to die right now? To the Hodge. Big holy damage coming out. Is going to get a Cloak of Shadows at the end, but Quinrat still has a lot of damage rolling. If Ruin could end him right now, there's going to be Quinrat getting up close and personal. And that's going to be Ruin going down. I feel like Ruin should have committed Cloak of Shadows and just try to kill him. Up next is going to be Alex playing as Outlaw. Going to get a Roll the Bones going. It's an okay-ish buff. Quinrat is going to get a slow on him and heal. Alex is going to have to find a way to deal with this though. Quinrat is still holding on to the Bop, which is the worst possible defensive for Alex. Alex is going to go for a Kill Spear to Quinrat. Alex's Trinket gets proc. Getting slows him to Paladin. If he interrupts him with a Holy Cast, this would be insane. Bop coming out right now for Quinn, and Alex is going to vanish out of it. Quinn is going to go for Flash of Lights back to back. Might even go picking up the eyes. Actually going to bail all the way to the other side. Grapple hook coming in. Cheap shot. Not gonna let Quinrat recover. Back-to-back stun coming in. And Alex good at him right now. Barely damage. And Alex takes him out. Up next is gonna be Rosette. Second on the pet. Beef of damage coming in right now. And Alex is trying to find a way to deal with. Does have parry if ever necessary. Has Cloak of Shadows running right now. Might want to go for a parry. Is healing for a ton. Freezing trap coming in onto him as Rosette gets hit with a sudden trinkets out of it. Alex still holding on to a lot of defense. He's going to get a second concoction healing. A 38% dampening. His health is still rolling. Big absorb shield and turtle coming out for Rosette. Is going to pick up the eyes in case Alex goes for a vanish. Alex is going to get him some fate rolling while the pet is blinded. And Rosette now is in a bad spot. The pet is separated. Stun coming in right now. Could he go down to this rogue? And the rogue does take another one out. Getting redotted by Zachary. Grappling out of there. Zachary's the last one left. Can Alex beat this unholy Death Knight? Is going to catch himself a restealth for a moment. Get a concoction rolling. Maybe catch a restealth. Is going to get hit with a rude Chains of Ice. Alex is going to get the heal rolling right now, though. Stun coming in onto Zachary. Killing speed to fall. Is Zachary going to have enough damage right here? Alex actually going to go for killing speed into advantage so he can keep resetting. In this type of situation, as a 1v1 for Outlaw, you want to keep spending your finishers. Keep spending and keep re-rolling buffs, because you'll get your cooldowns back faster, at least offensive ones. Looks like Zachary really wants to walk over there and pick up the eye, but Alex wants to be there to sap him. Very large sap is going to pre-feign this damage. Open up cheap shot onto Zachary. Will he have enough damage? Stun coming into Alex, shrinking it out of it immediately. Stun coming into Zachary to follow, but Alex is still in a bad spot. That's going to be big. Lichborn coming out for Zachary. Could go for a big grip onto Alex. Looks like Alex is going to be able to get out of there scot-free. Maybe even catch a restart to drop the pet off his side. Actually going to get a gouge into the pet. And Zachary's fast approaching. Alex is going to get another swig of this heal going. And Zachary is still in there. Going to go for big cooldown. Stun coming in right now. Is Zachary the one going to go down? Or is that going to be Alex? Zachary gets a huge absorb. Getting his health back right now. And Zachary is just trying to get necrotic stacked up onto Alex. Trying to burn through him. It looks like Alex health is going down as all these pets coming out. Gonna get a heal. Gonna get a stun on Zachary. Actually, this rogue brought it back out of nowhere. This rogue, Alex, brought it back out of goddamn nowhere from the very bottom of big old necrotics, big old dampening. Came back. And he did it. What a guy. Oh my god, Alex, you're the man. Oh my god, I'm sorry. He's an Outlaw rogue and I get excited about shit like that. Well done, dude. Kept it in there at the end. Kept swinging the heel as much as you can. That's what you gotta do, Outlaw. Keep drinking, dude. Outlaw boys, let's go.